Hello and welcome. I am Gierstur, Rehto, your interdimensional VTuber, and today I'm just going to keep things very chill and probably on the short side with HOLOCURE. I guess the easiest, if you don't know what HOLOCURE is, the main game plays very similarly to Vampire Survivors, but it's heavily themed around the HoloLive talents. If you don't know who HoloLive is, I guess what HoloLive is, rather, well, I guess they're a group of VTubers, which I'd be kind of surprised if you did not know about them, but you're watching me. But, you know, no judgment, and I guess if this will be your first introduction, welcome. So yeah, I kind of already got everything already, and well, I already kind of got all the achievements in the game already, but I guess there are a few small things to get here and there, so I'm just going to keep things kind of light and just work on that. So let me see if I just swap on over. Hello, and there we go. Yeah, you can see. Oh, hold on. Let me turn on my desktop audio. There we go. And now you should be able to hear the music. Yeah, I already have everyone unlocked. I already have, I believe, all the achievements. 100%. But, yeah. I might play 1 or 2 rounds of, like, the main game today. But otherwise, overall, I am actually looking to, I guess just do some fishing in the game to get some of the, I guess I refer to them more as golden fish, but apparently the canon title is shiny. Shiny fish. So, I'm looking to maybe get some of that today. I'll test my luck with that. Oh. The main story we'll go with. There we go. Been a while since I last touched this game. So forgive me if my what is that? I don't remember what I'm doing here if I forget the controls a bit. But yeah, the game is pretty great. I think it was developed by Caillou. I don't know if he pretty much just did everything by himself or what, but I mean, other than like just the main game, there's a bunch of like other like side things and mini games that you can do in this game as well. Right now there's I guess a farming mechanic so that you can grow crops to use to make food items to I guess give yourself buffs during the main game. And right now I'm just trying to see what I have the least of. I mean, I have more than enough of everything that I could possibly want, but I do like a little bit of, I guess, balance in terms of my items, so I guess I'm going for strawberries. Yeah, it's pretty cute, this game. And also, if you're curious to try it for yourself, it is free on Steam. And from my understanding, it's just like, I mean, I am a bit of a HoloLive fan, so it's just, it's great for me, but I do know that some people that have no idea what VTubers or HoloLive is, just happen upon the game, and yeah, apparently they actually find the gameplay pretty solid, and to be honest, it kind of is. I mean, it's especially for a game that's free. This is actually really kind of incredible. But you know, if you are a fan, then it has extra meaning there. Okay, okay, I guess I'm just feeding everyone everything. But yeah, I'm kind of endgame here, so it's I have quite a bit of stuff unlocked, so I guess if you're just watching this and you have no idea what's going on, I guess that's kind of understandable. I think I pretty much bought everything that I could in the game already. But yeah, I'm just kind of gonna pretty much working on all the small things that you can't just... I guess it's a bit more of a grind fest. Either way, I'm just gonna work on some fishing. And the fishing kind of plays out like a rhythm game. There you go. Yeah. As you can see, pretty much just time your presses to what shows up on the screen. But, oh. Yeah, and pretty much based off the color or just how excited the exclamation mark is above the head when you catch something, it pretty much rates the difficulty and rarity of whatever you're getting. Well, I wouldn't say rarity, I would say it's more difficulty. Just because it's like the low tier fish, especially later on, actually become a lot rarer. And you're much more likely to get some of the higher tier stuff. The one that I'm looking for would be of the highest tier. In which case, 3 exclamation points will show up above my head. Apparently, the longer the chain that you do, the more likely you are to get one of those. Oops. Oh yeah. I think that does throw me off about the fishing minigame though, is the fact that the key presses don't really align with any music or anything, so it's just like, even though it's like kind of rhythm game mechanics, it there's no rhythm, there's no music to actually follow. I guess it's kind of just the rhythm of the scrolling arrows. I guess for that reason, I feel like sometimes it's actually easier for me to play this without the background music. Because sometimes I just kind of feel compulsion to try to press it in time with the music. Which isn't good if it's not following the same, I guess, rhythm. But maybe that's just me, like, when I listen to music, I feel a compulsion to follow that rhythm. Which can be good or bad. Like, I do my runs, actually a lot of the times, I do not listen to music at all, or at least I used to not do so. Reasoning for that is because then I just start running to the beat of the music, which is not necessarily... I kinda lost my positioning there. Whoopsie, broke my chain. It's okay, we just start over again. Unlike some other games, this fishing rod does not break or anything, so we can mess up as many times as we want, and there's not really any serious repercussions for that. But yeah, I guess as I was saying, right, when I do running, I feel like a lot of the times I feel like music can be a little distracting when I'm running, just because I feel compelled to follow the music, which is, you know, sometimes that's a good thing, you know, especially if you're like really tired, or it's just like you normally feel like unmotivated or something like that, then the music dictating your pace can be a good thing. But for me, depending on where or how I'm running, I find it to be a distraction because I feel like it's better to run based off based off kind of exertion and I guess what am I running. So for example, it's probably not a good idea to be sprinting up a steep incline, you know? Just a slower, steadier pace, I guess, in terms of speed. Or maybe even maintaining the same speed. But then in that case, it's actually better to maintain the same speed when you're running, like, up a more intensive hill. It's better to take shorter, quicker steps. If though I'm running something with a slower, steadier beats, that tends to throw me off, and then it's just like it ends up kind of ruining my rhythm in a sense, you know? So it's like, I guess when it comes to something like that, yeah, being dictated by the music is not good. Something like that. And then sometimes I just like to kind of be aware of my surroundings, because you never really know. It's like you're driving, like people are like driving around. It's just like you're a pedestrian. You gotta be mindful of your surroundings. It's like, just in a sense, if you can't, no one's gonna look out for your own health better than yourself, you know? So it's just like everyone's kind of generally looking out for themselves for the most part, and it's like, I don't think anyone would intend to hit me, but it's just like with their car or anything. But you know, mistakes happen, and I guess just for my own protection, you know. But yeah, guess that's a bit of a tangent right there. Just swapping out my crops, since that's already done. I might as well switch them up. This doesn't break my chain, and I don't really have a very high chain in my fishing anyway right now, so it's okay. Not a big deal. Yeah, these are very easy right now, so it's just very easy to catch back on. Yeah, I think character that I'm playing as right now, Kyla Kowalskia, I think was one of my favorite VTubers that I was watching for a while. I mean, I think she's been sick recently, but I think she's made a bit of a recovery, so that's good. I know why I have background going on, but I would mute that. Oh, you know what? I think that's actually just coming from a different device that I didn't realize I had open somewhere. Let me just make sure those are muted. And for a while, she was actually grinding the hell out of this game. I guess in a sense, oh my god, I kind of relate very closely to her playing style, because she is a crazy ass grinder. Although she pretty much far exceeds me in that perspective. But also, she's just kind of built different. Like, think she's supposed to be an Indonesian streamer, but you know, like, even though she's supposed to be part of Holo ID, I think she's pretty much part of Holo everything just because of like the extreme hours that she used to stream. I don't know if she's still. I haven't really watched as much content recently because I've been quite busy, but she's still keeping up the same streaming schedule. She had some just double-digit streams are very common for her, and also just multiple of them. Not unheard of to have herself lined up with like 2-3 streams in a day. That to me is like kind of mind-blowing. Just the amount of endurance that she has. Bit of a grinder, but also definitely very skilled. I think she used to... I think she has a background in League, if I'm not mistaken. Whenever there are tournaments that involve her, chances are she tends to rank quite high. I feel like I'm missing things that I should not be missing. Oh, that's kind of weird. But, okay. I mean, I still made it, so maybe that's not so bad. I guess, in a sense, I'm kind of using her avatar right now, because, I guess, just playing homage to the grind. But yeah, it's been a very, very busy week for me. Just I guess in the other dimension. Major updates happening on our side, and things were going quite rough. Very rough. Yeah, like, oh. Normally I just get a few requests every so often. And then, meanwhile, I'm just working on sort of this more long-term projects. But this past week, it's just been non-stop. Several people reaching out per hour. Just several requests per hour, and it's just like, holy crap. I'm barely managing the previous ones, and it's just like that on top of my usual daily tasks, and then daily responsibilities, and also, I guess, long-term projects. Been a bit bumpy today, and then, and I already normally kind of suffer from a bit of insomnia, so my sleep not necessarily the best. Sometimes, some days are better than others. But I think the fact that I was just so busy today, and it's just like, well, just in general, that I end up getting a bit of like, what is that? I think there's like a term for that. Like that bedtime procrastination stuff. What is it? Sleep revenge or something? I don't remember what the actual term is, but it's essentially when, you know, you should be going to sleep because you have to get up earlier the next day, and you could really use the rest, but your body just, or maybe more the mind, doesn't really want you to go to rest just because there's so many other things that you want to get done, and you feel like you haven't had enough time to actually handle that. I think that's like sleep revenge or something. Or you can just call it bedtime procrastination. But I feel like that's been hitting extra hard this week. So, a little sleep deprived, but you know, I'm still kind of managing. Actually, I'm managing better than I thought. Yeah. Being said, I am going to be traveling to that, I think it was Anime NYC. Just because I want to go see the Hololive concerts tomorrow, so right after the stream I do have quite a bit of prep that I need to get done. I think there are some cosplays that I need to handle, and then I guess just figuring out the logistics of how I'm gonna handle everything. Yeah, normally I guess I would want to discuss a bit more on that topic, I guess, of cosplays and stuff, because I do very much enjoy. But I guess I'm trying not to dox myself here. That was a little fast. But also, I guess, I mean, I guess I could mention a little bit about it. I am cosplaying something of, like, I guess a little bit more recent relevancy, and it's related to Hololive, I guess. So that'll be fun, but I just need to make sure that that works out okay, and then I have a whole bunch of other things to prepare. God, is it me? Is it the keyboard? I don't even know. Yeah, this is kind of nice for me right now. Just the chill music. And who doesn't like a little bit of fishing? If only fishing was this easy. Anyone ever actually done fishing before? Because I have, and I learned that I am absolutely terrible at it. Okay. Like, I think I went fishing. I was many years ago. Oh, hold on. Many years ago, and it was like, I think I never really caught any fish. If anything, I think the only thing I've ever caught was someone else's line. And then I also tried to do fishing slightly more recently. I don't know if it's just me and my clumsy ass or what's going on. Maybe I'm just like all thumbs. But it's just like, I keep tangling the line and it's just like, god damn it. It's just spending so much time untangling the line versus actually fishing. So, bit of skill issue on my part. Not even a bit. That's just a straight up skill issue. Yeah, I just have no talent for fishing. But in games, I always enjoy them. I don't know. Oh, that was pretty bad. Yeah, I guess in a sense, like in games, are always like, always calm music. Always a calm environment. And I guess in a sense, it's like, maybe it's like kind of the gacha mechanic that gives me like a little bit of like that adrenaline rush or something. Not even adrenaline rush, it's just like, what am I getting today? Sort of situation. Just like, oh, that's nice. I don't know. I guess in a sense, maybe it doesn't really matter what I get. It's just, I guess, the fact that I'm just spending time for myself to just relax. The fish itself is just an added bonus. I think that's supposed to be the main point of... That is like a major aspect of fishing for a lot of people in real life. But I guess for me, it just kind of stresses me out because it's just like, I keep messing everything up. There's none of that in games. So, yeah, maybe that's why. Oh, hello, Dara. Welcome. Pleasure to have you here. You're laughing at me now? At my poor fishing skills in real life? Oh, I don't blame you. If anything, I've done like some camping with like friends before. Usually when my friends are going to do some fishing, I usually like to kind of rent like a kayak or some sort of boat and just go out into the middle of the lake. And I mean, first of all, I kind of like just kayaking and just going around. I don't know, like good exercise, and it just, I don't know, it somehow just feels accomplishing to just move in the water. If that makes any sense, you know? It's like I am doing a thing, but also I kind of just like going out into the middle of the lake and then just stopping and just kind of napping a little bit, or just sitting there and kind of doing nothing and just chilling out and just being in the moment sometimes, you know? It's just like time for myself. And of course, you know, usually it's like in nature, so it's like air's clean, it's just soothing. And I just like looking, at it. Oh. Like, I guess that's why I kind of also like aquarium. You know, just watching the fish go by. Just like the dark environment. It's usually like in a dark environment, and it's just like just seating to just watch things happen and just kind of, I guess it's kind of nice to just not have to think for a little bit and just kind of going with the flow. Fish and chill kind of day. Yay, indeed. Like, I'm horrible with fishing, but I can absolutely see... Ah, this piece of shit just... Penguin took a shit right in front of me and just... Okay, well... Yeah. I can absolutely see why people enjoy this. Not necessarily for me, but I understand. And in a sense, I guess I can kind of do the same thing, whether like I'm just lounging out on the beach or pier or wherever I am with my friends, or just overall, just wherever I am. I just kind of like just doing nothing sometimes. I don't know. I feel like when I was younger, I used to have like a lot of guilt of like not using all of my time properly. And you know what? Sometimes that is kind of valid, because it's just like, I guess sometimes it can feel like a waste if you're not being productive or whatever like that. But I guess I did get a bit better with my time management as I got older, but because of that, I've also kind of learned to appreciate the nothing time. You know? Just like, still remember every so often when I was like younger, I take a nap and then I wake up and it's like 7 p.m. or something like that. I would actually feel kind of upset because it's like, oh, the whole day is gone. What am I even doing with myself? What a waste of time. Nowadays, that happens to me. I mean, sometimes I get a bit concerned of like, am I going to be able to sleep tonight, or did I just completely mess up my sleep schedule? But more also, it's like, I guess I just learned to be a little bit more forgiving to myself. Where it's just like, if I'm that tired that I end up sleeping most of the day away, like, that is... I see that more as that is something that my body had desperately needed. And if because I did not properly give myself the time to actually do this in a more reasonable manner, my body just took matters into its own hands. And so it's not a waste of time because it was a necessity. It's like, it's good to listen to your body sometimes. If you feel like you're doing that quite a lot, that probably means something's up and something should probably change. I mean, granted, if like it's just something like a short-term thing that's just happening because of like an event that's just happening right now, yeah, I guess it's okay to, I guess, to suffer a few poor choices every now and then. But if this is a constant thing that's happening in your life, maybe it's time to rethink how you're managing yourself, I guess, in that sense. And to maybe find a more sustainable way of living. But generally, I feel like I've been kinder to myself, so it's just like, it doesn't really bother me anymore. Back to fishing. Am I gonna get a shiny fish today? I don't even know. I guess to give you a little bit of perspective, what I'm referring to are these golden fish. So pretty much all of these, salmon, tuna, koi fish, lobster, eel, pufferfish, manta ray, turtle, squid, shark, axolotl, they all have a golden variant. And so I'm trying to get a golden variant of all of them. But so far, I've technically caught 5, but 2 of them were duplicates. 2 golden turtles so far. So I don't know how long it's going to take. I think when Kyla was doing it, I think she spent well over 9 hours grinding, I think. And meanwhile, Ali was just like getting them quite rapidly within an hour, I think. But yeah, sometimes my luck with this kind of stuff is quite bad. That I end up going well above odds. I don't even know what the odds are, but I suppose that doesn't matter because it doesn't really deter me. It may take me longer, and I might need longer breaks in between if it's really that grindy, but I find I tend to go back eventually go back to things to finish what I started. Sometimes we could all use a break, you know? It's just like, even if something is a major goal, it's just like, you're so burnt out from it, and it's just, oh my goodness. Why am I doing so poorly? But yeah, if you are just so burnt out from something, even if it is a major goal, it's just like, sometimes you really do just need to step away sometimes. Especially depending on what it is, it's just like, it can lead to injuries, it can lead to very poor health effects, or, you know, sometimes it could just be entirely counterproductive and you end up losing progress. Like, say you're doing something, some very precise work. Like, I see that some people have like hobbies where, you know, they're building like massive Lego models or whatever like that, and one thing that they have to do is that to make sure that everything is, I guess, perfectly sealed and that everything is extra sturdy, is they will actually glue the pieces together. But, you know, you can't just glob it on and just slap it together and then just wipe it, because then that leaves a lot of glue residue and it makes the piece not look good. So it's just like, it's a very, very precise endeavor from my understanding. Something well beyond whatever I can do. My hands tend to be a little bit shaky. I don't have very steady hands. I mean, they're not like Parkinson's shaky or anything like that, but they're like, you know, I should probably not be a surgeon type of shaky. But yeah, people do some very precise gluing, and if you mess it up, you know, it's already fused together, and then the only option is to essentially break it. Break the piece. And if your goals are something like that, sometimes you should just take that break, because it could end up reversing a lot of hard-earned progress if you're not careful. It's weird. Life is weird like that. Or sometimes putting in more effort can make things worse. And I find that is true for me for a lot of things. Like, a lot of the times, like, I'll be practicing something a lot, and then I would end up plateauing for a while, and it's just like, I'm not really making much progress. And then, for some reason, I'll take a break. Sometimes a very long break. Maybe months. Sometimes even years. And then I get back into it, and then, yes, progress has been lost. But then for some reason, when I start to really get back into it again, like, I'm able to get past whatever my previous peak was. And, I don't know how that works. Maybe it's because I'm, like, freshly motivated, or maybe because of, like, maybe there's something about needing time to actually properly subconsciously process things, or maybe you need time for your body to recover, or whatever it is. But it's just like, sometimes breaks, extended breaks, can be very helpful. Refresh yourself, get a different perspective on things. But yeah, sometimes my luck with this type of stuff is quite bad. In my circle, times we refer to that as just pretty much slowest lane, and that pretty much that term comes from I guess me when I'm driving sometimes, where it's just sometimes I'll get caught in traffic and just all the cars are just moving very, very slowly, and for some reason my lane will be the slowest lane, and so then it's just like, okay, I see the lane next to me is starting to move quickly, so now I will transition to that one, and then now that one becomes the slowest lane, and I see it happens again to another lane, and I'm like, okay, maybe this is happening because everyone is transitioning, so I'll stick with this lane this time, and then I'll stay in the current lane, and it will still be the slowest lane, and the slowest lane does not shift. Somehow, the slowest lane just always follows me around. And maybe that you could say that it's a skill issue, but I would argue that like when you have zero visibility and you can't really see what's going on and you just lack information and it's pretty much just pure chance, that it is kind of more of a luck issue sometimes. And I pretty much use that term slowest lane to describe just really bad odds sometimes. Sometimes I do refer to it for like an unexpectedly poor performance on my part as well. But mostly use that as a luck situation. How long have we been at this? I don't even know. But this is kind of relaxing for me, so I'm enjoying it. I guess I've been here for about 40 minutes-ish? Okay, not bad. The Rehto. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Okay, I guess onion is the thing I'm lacking next. I mean, not lacking, but rather I had the least of. Let's just do that. Only it really did take like 2 minutes to actually grow fruits and veggies. Totally would grow my own. Although sometimes it's just like... Sometimes I end up getting like groceries and it's just... Sometimes they only come in like huge batches. Oh, that was pretty bad. Whoopsie. Like for example, sometimes we go to a grocery store and I'm just looking to get a little bit of garlic. But for some reason, they don't sell the individual bulbs of garlic. They always sell me like a huge pack of it. And it's just like, I don't always need to use garlic for my cooking. And I pretty much, just, I don't know. It just takes me a long time to use all the garlic. And it's just like, what is happening here? I don't need this much. Is it possible that I could get less? Because sometimes, sometimes I can't use it before it goes bad, and it's just like, well, dang it. This is unfortunate. And then I go check, I see like, oh, the organic one is like, or like the higher quality, quote unquote higher quality. I don't know if it actually is. There's an option for one only, but then I check the pricing and it's like just as much or more expensive, and I'm like, well, that doesn't seem like a very good trade-off here. Then I use it and it's just like, I don't think I can tell the difference. Well, then I just paid the same amount of money to now have less. But I guess now I don't have to worry about throwing things out? I don't really know. But it's just like, I get into that dilemma sometimes when shopping. It's like, ah, dang it. Now what? I'll just try to find ways to just stick it into everything. But, you know, it is what it is. Speaking of groceries, I need to figure out what my food situation is going to be for the next several days because of all the concerts and other things. Not sure where I want to eat. Guessing I don't know if cooking is very viable right now. And then I'm traveling again next week. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. To think of it, I don't even know what to make or what to eat tonight. I'm feeling particularly hungry. If anything, I'm more tired. It's like... yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I should go for tonight. And I think, like, just the other... I think it was Tuesday, was actually craving pizza a bit, but I'm not really craving that anymore. I even get my fix, I just stopped craving it. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe I should reach out to some friends, see if they... no, they probably ate already too. Apparently, there was an izakaya that just opened up recently in my neighborhood. That was like pending opening for like months, but I don't know why it got delayed for so long. Just considering maybe trying it out with some friends. But, yeah. I don't know. I think it's a bit late to do that now. Maybe it could be a good spot when I'm just like hungry much later. Izakayas are usually open late, right? If you don't know what an izakaya is, it's usually kind of... I guess you could think of it as like the equivalent, the Japanese equivalent of an Irish pub, where the main thing is that they tend to serve beer. They have the beer bar like up front as the main distinguishing factor. And then there's a bunch of like foods that go well with it. It's usually like kind of like comfort foods or snack foods or whatever. Good stuff. I guess at some point I wouldn't mind trying like a good like fish and chips or something. I don't really know how reliable the standards are in the US for a good one. I guess a good one that isn't ridiculously expensive. Onion. Onions are great. Especially like the caramelized onions. Just throw it in everything. Okay, I guess I'm going for pepper next. Pepper, I think. Where are my peppers? Don't need a water since it's raining. Convenient. No pineapple pizza? Why not? What do you got against pineapple pizza? I don't know. I tend to like pineapples and things. Like, I feel like the acidity and the sweetness helps to cut some of the heaviness sometimes. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't think I want that tonight anyway. I don't really know what I want to go for. Particularly hungry. I wait too long. Gonna be... Options are gonna get very small. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm not getting this fish. I'm really not getting this golden fish. How much longer can it take? You should eat? Yeah, I should. I mean, like, kind of had a very late lunch today because it's just like I was just very busy in the morning, so I didn't really have time. And now I'm just kind of like burnt out and I have other things to take care of. So it's just, yeah. That's why I decided to do something very chill. You know, it's like I could just no-brain this. This requires very little thinking on my part. This has been nice. I've just been kind of rambling off for a good amount of time. Nice. I don't know how I got that, but I got that. Oh yeah, I already had kind of a late lunch. Oh, not sure if, I don't know. I'll have to see. There's so many things to prepare for. But yeah. If you're here live, or if you're watching the VOD, thank you for spending time with me. I know this is kind of a low energy stream, but I appreciate your support nonetheless. Short stream so you can eat. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I do plan on this one being on the shorter side anyway, but I just, I don't know, I haven't really... Not really hungry right now. I don't even know what to eat. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. It's gonna be a busy night. Then what? So many other things I need to prepare for, like morning responsibilities as well. give it to me today? Oh! Oh! I panicked! Damn it! Damn it all! My eyes started blurring! Ah! Okay, we're back to relaxing stream. Ah, dang it. Ah, that sucks ass. Well, maybe we can try again. Maybe we'll get another one. 'Cause that was moving quite fast. I was struggling and my eyes were blurring. F for the fish. F for me, please. Alright, given how long this has been taking, took me almost an hour just to get one. Maybe I'll just keep going until I actually catch at least one golden on stream, right? Maybe not even catch. Maybe just until another encounter. That'll be my limit. Subject to change, of course, because if it takes me like 3 hours before I encounter another one, that's probably not a good idea. Oh well. We just try again. That's all. Oh, it's Fauna. Fauna was great. Do very much enjoy her ASMR stream. Also another very relaxing thing. Guess it could be fun to do ASMR one day, but I think you definitely should get like some sort of specialized mic for that. Considering how sound dependent it is. Not sure. I mean, I guess I could do some tests and then tweaking. Some audio tuning. See if that'll work. Also, I don't know if I can really trigger my own ASMR with my own voice. Stuff. Well, maybe. I don't know. I guess that's something that I could try to experiment with at some day. But a little busy with other things right now, so I guess that's not happening anytime soon. It'd be fun to try, at least once. One on Twitch. Ah, okay. Nope, that was just a bot. That was just a bot. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else here streams on Twitch, but I find that the Seri bot has been very good at banning all the other bots. I think I found that one on Reddit based on people's suggestions because it was getting annoying to manually ban everyone. And so far it seems to be doing a good job with that, not just banning people, but not banning people. That's been great. Whoever made it, good job. Great tool. Koi coin. I don't know what it is about fishing games. Because I also spent a lot of time fishing in Animal Crossing as well. If anything, I think that was my first priority when I was first got the game. Dara, another Spamton? Indeed. 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 Hyperlinks blocked. Well, I guess they're not technically hyperlinks because it's just like, best followers on blah blah blah.com. Just remove the spaces. I guess that's one way you can get around the restrictions. Just realized, how are they getting sharks in this lake? Where are the sharks coming from? Is this lake connected to the ocean? Is this a saltwater lake? Then how do the koi survive? What am I even getting here? Ooh. Buffer fish. Buffer fish seems like very interesting in terms of food. Like, I don't think I would ever try it, not because like I'm freaked out by like, oh, whatever, like nasty or anything. No, I don't really think of that, but rather because it's just like, I think the main appeal of the pufferfish, if I'm not mistaken, is the fact that it's toxic. And while they could cleanly remove all of it, that is actually not how it's supposed to be prepared from my understanding. Like, my understanding is they actually leave a very tiny amount in there so that your mouth gets a little numb from eating it. And so it's like intentionally poisoning yourself. In a sense, I guess it's sort of like getting a little drunk or a little high. And it's just knowing my luck, my slow as lane luck, I'm probably gonna get the piece where they just did not remove enough of it, or it turns out that I'm extra sensitive somehow. And so it's just like, other people being adventurers about it, good for them. But I guess if it's something like that dangerous that it could actually be lethal to eat, that is probably something I'm not willing to take the risk for, I guess. But I don't mind trying more, I guess, exotic things. Google. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'll like it, but it'd be nice. I just like experimenting, I guess. Bobo Kanaru has arrived. Reiji Ali has left. Oh. Came exhausted. Oh, right. They're done growing. Time to swap that out. Probably also to feed my people, because they seem to be starving. Okay, now I think I'm going for corn. Go for a corn. Corn. You very much enjoy my coin. Particularly like the elotes, that Mexican street corn. It's amazing. Like acidity from the lime, the mayo and the cheese and the pepper. What is it, like cayenne pepper or something? I don't know. Just delicious. We should go for tacos tonight, actually. Gives me some flexibility in terms of how much I eat. Always enjoy a good horchata as well. Horchata. That is a lot of tomatoes gone. Just this one guy. The fat guy. Kyla for Choo Choo. Right, I forgot I picked people based off their names. Forgot what was the reasoning. I mean, what is the, I forgot if there was a benefit for selecting specific ones. Certain fandoms. I know that, like, when I was getting the fan mail, if you use the talent, which the fan mail is for, they're more likely to drop fan mail. So it's just like, you do a stage with a lot of Pimalu, I think, and you use Kyla, I think it's like, it ups the chances of the Pimalu dropping the fan mail. But I don't remember if there was a benefit for... Oh, no. I don't think there was a specific benefit. I think, if I remember correctly. So those guys are like, essentially fans that you can recruit to make money for you on the side, so you can use it to buy things. And essentially when you do the recruiting, it's essentially like a gacha roll. Just like pay a little bit of money to send out an ad, quote unquote, and you get some responses, and it's just like you get to select one from, like, I think, what it was, 5 choices or something like that. And I think based off the character that you're using while you're visiting this place, I think it's pretty much guaranteed that you're getting at least one fan for that specific talent that you're using. Is, I believe, how it works. But the fan themselves, no, I wouldn't say that it does nothing, but I think it's just like each particular fan has a... So, I guess there is the casino area in this, that was in the last update, and you can get the fans to fight each other. I guess it's essentially like a fan fighting pit sort of situation, and I think like each fan has a different type of attack type. I think can be from 3 different types to choose from. I guess based off that, I think you can get yeah, I guess fan type is important there if you're going for a specific type of attack. Tacos sound good indeed. The question is do I want to be lazy and order some birria tacos from a distance away, or should I actually go out and get some tacos in the surrounding area and just eat it in person? I don't know. I feel like either way could go well. Yeah, taco sounds good. Maybe that's what I'll go for tonight. I'll have to... I don't know. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Oh my goodness, I just completely messed up. Yeah. I guess I'm saying chat, but it's only you, Dara. What do you think, Dara? Should I go for a place that specializes in birria tacos, which is like essentially like... What is that? Is that like a pulled pork sort of situation in like some sort of like that you dip into like almost like a broth? Is that pork? I don't even remember. I don't remember if it's beef or pork. But I guess in a sense it's like a Mexican style au jus sandwich. Or should I go for like a variety? I always like my seafood tacos, you know? Like my fish tacos are always great. Shrimp tacos are always great. And then again, I just like the variety of tacos in general. Lenguas is always great. Pastor. Pastor is good. I don't even know. I don't know. I guess you can't really go wrong with either decision. But you know what? That's after stream news problem. I want to encounter at least one more golden one. But I think this could take a moment, a hot minute. I guess it depends on like if I want to walk around or not. Guess it could be good to stretch my legs. Or maybe I could do some more stretching. I don't know. I was stretching earlier today. Ended up getting like a Charlie horse. My right leg. I feel like I used to get them frequently enough that's like they don't even really bother me anymore. I feel like sometimes, I don't know, I just like, I don't even try to fight it, I just kind of let it run its course without trying to stretch it. I don't know why I do that. Maybe it's to make me feel alive, so I could feel something. That'd be a really dumb reason. I don't know why I do that. Which is also a really dumb reason. Well, I guess either way, I just have a dumb reason because it doesn't make any sense. Might be beef. Yeah, I mean, either way, I don't really have any dietary restrictions, so it's just like, it's all good. It could be horse and I would still eat it. Although, yeah, I'm guessing probably not. I feel like Americans would not be too fond of eating something that they don't see as food like that. Like, I can understand like people being freaked out to eat horse, but it's just like, I don't know. I did go on a trip one time, Switzerland, with a friend. I think I mentioned this last time as well. I think like in one of the places we decided to stop by and eat, I think they actually did have like a horse steak. My friend ordered that to give it a try. And I think he was waiting to order it because like almost immediately after he decided to throw out the "I'm so hungry I could eat a horse." I don't know how long he was waiting to give that pun. I don't know, maybe it was as soon as he stepped into the restaurant and he was just waiting for the moment. It was like, good job. Just, how long were you waiting to say that? Yes. How much longer? How much longer do I have till I can get my shiny? My golden. Or tomatoes. At 536. That's the low side. Tomatoes it is. I don't even know how many of these I'm going for, but it's just feels weird to not take advantage. It's not like there's a limit on storage. Which is the opposite problem that I'm having in Animal Crossing. I think if you like upgrade your house all the way, you can get up to 5,000 storage slots in your home. I keep filling it up all the way. And it's become a bit of a problem. My God, I don't know how I was messing that up, but my eyes were getting a little crossed. I'm always having to like toss things out, or it's like I'm just starting to just sell a bunch of stuff that I'm just getting. I think I'm hoarding too many resources. Not to mention, it's just like I have a lot of clothes in the storage as well. At least Animal Crossing wise. I'm gonna go see Hololive this weekend, but I also don't know what else I'm gonna do. I do know that whole Pokemon Go event is going on. I don't know how much time I'm actually spending there. I don't know. Guess I'll have to play that by ear, see how tired I feel. See how practical it is for me to walk around in my cosplay. How long until you give me golden fish? 3 exclamation points, please. Please. Why is it getting worse? Hello? Dang it. Real shame that I missed that last one. I think I got too excited and panicked. I held on, but it wasn't my best performance. Maybe sleep deprivation is not helping there. Okay. We'll get it again eventually, right? Eventually. I don't know. I don't know how long it'll take. But we'll get there. Ah, yes. Turtles. More turtles. I don't know what it is, and like, I don't. Oh! Oh! Yeah! Golden shark! Nice. Alright. We hit our goal. Alright, now strawberry. I think I'm just gonna do one last set of planting things. Collect stuff. And call it an end to the stream. Because I still have a lot of things to do. So yes, once again, if you're watching the VOD, or you're here live, thank you very much for coming. Stream is shorter than what I normally do, but you know, I'll come back eventually. Oh wait. Oh. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna collect this money then. There you go. And good. Title. Nice. And we're quitting. There you go. Yeah, thank you once again for joining me. It's once again a short stream, but yeah, I appreciate your support nonetheless. I guess, did I come up with some sort of odd question? I don't even know. Sure, since we were talking about talking about slowest lane as a topic, in which case I guess it's in reference to just bad luck. What is, for the VOD viewers out there, if you want to comment your answer, what is the unluckiest event, I guess, yeah, what is the unluckiest event that's happened to you that comes to mind? Or, you know, it doesn't have to be unluckiest, you could just mention one unlucky event that's happened to you during your lifetime. It could be something lighthearted and fun, it could be something super heavy, whichever. I'll leave it up to you. But yeah, you think on that. But otherwise, thank you again so much for joining. Stream schedule next week is probably not going to be fixed in any way. It's probably going to be very sporadic because I'm going to be traveling around a lot next week. I'll see if I could pop in to do a gorilla stream or two. But otherwise, you know, if you liked today's video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more, do give me a subscribe. And otherwise, you all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.